One of the things that boomers actually had to deal with back in the early 80s, if you remember, were double-digit interest rates and mortgage rates. So they were looking at like up to 18% on their first home. Put that into Hanifa's language, and you think about, a $500,000 house, you're looking at almost $10,000 of interest, excuse me, $100,000 of interest on that. If there's a 20%, if you're mortgaging 500,000 and you're paying almost 20%, that's just astronomical, and they had to deal with that. Not to mention the times, you had the early 80s, late 70s, you were just coming off the Vietnam War, the country was in shambles, we had the Iran hostage crisis, all sorts of geopolitical drama that was going on. And then finally we get to the college situation. This is where I will give Hanifa some credit, and I'm sure Hanifa will throw some stats at you, some fancy stats, that the student loan debt that boomers had was significantly lower than millennials. And I am going to stipulate that that's actually truthful. The challenge is that millennials have choice. They can go to state schools and pay significantly less and take on significantly less in debt. But with that said, ultimately, wrap this all up, I think it's the choices that millennials are making is making their lives a lot more difficult